Stop. Making these 10 calisthenics mistakes in 2025, they're killing your progress. It doesn't matter if you're training in a park with rusty pull-up bars, in the corner of your bedroom with zero equipment, or even inside a gym packed with machines. Building real strength using just your body weight is not only possible, it's straightforward in concept. The tricky part is that most people fail to see results because they fall into the same traps over and over. I've spent close to a decade in this game, coaching athletes, competing at national level competitions, and building over 30 pounds of lean muscle, myself using primarily calisthenics. Along the way, I've seen every obstacle beginners run into. And today, I'm pulling the curtain back on 10 of the biggest mistakes that might be sabotaging your training. Now, don't feel bad if you recognize yourself in these. I've personally made every single one of these mistakes, sometimes more than once. But when I fixed them, when I simplified my training and focused on the right things, my results took off like never before. So if you want to get strong with calisthenics, listen up, because these are the pitfalls you can't afford to ignore. Mistake 1. Spreading yourself too thin. Let me ask you something. How many goals are you chasing right now? Be honest. Are you trying to bulk up, lose fat, learn muscle ups, hit a cardio PR, and maybe even train skills like handstands, all at the same time? If that's you, you're setting yourself up for burnout and disappointment. Think about it. Your energy and recovery are limited. If you scatter them across too many objectives, you end up crawling in every direction instead of running toward one. My advice? Choose no more than 2 or 3 main goals, and make sure they complement each other. For example, building pull-up endurance while working toward your first muscle-up. That's synergy, but chasing fat loss and maximum muscle gain at the same time? That's like hitting the gas and brakes together. Technically possible, but extremely inefficient. Mistake 2. Copying gym. Bro splits. Another huge error I see. People bring gym-style splits into calisthenics. They're doing arm day, chest day, back day, they're bodybuilding with machines. Here's the truth. Body weight training thrives on compound movements. Pull-ups, dips, push-ups, squats, levers. These train multiple muscle groups at once, and they build a balanced athletic body. Even if advanced progressions feel impossible right now, working on easier variations gives you the same benefits. What kills progress is when people get impatient, quit fundamentals, and jump straight to flashy skills. That's a recipe for months of frustration. Trust me, I've coached dozens of clients through this. Stick to the fundamentals, master them, and everything else gets easier. Mistake 3. Rushing into advanced skills. This one might sting a little. Everyone wants the Instagram-worthy stuff. Handstand push-ups, planches, muscle-ups. But here's the deal. If you can't do 12 to 15 clean, strict pull-ups, you have no business working muscle-up progressions yet. I see people banging their heads against the wall for months, trying to learn a lever when their basics aren't solid. It's like trying to build a skyscraper on sand. Me personally, I never trained levers directly. I built massive strength with dips and pull-ups, and guess what? Front levers, back levers, even one-arm pull-ups. They all came as side effects of that foundation. If you've been frustrated with advanced moves, it's not because you're incapable, it's because you're skipping the road work. Respect the fundamentals. Mistake 4. Prioritizing volume over technique. We've all seen it. Someone bragging about doing 50 pull-ups, except half of them are with momentum, chin barely at the bar, or body flailing like a fish, or push-ups that look more like head bobs than chest-to-floor reps. Look, I get it, high numbers feel impressive, but sloppy reps don't build muscle, and they definitely don't build strength. In fact, they're setting you up for injuries. Instead, chase flawless reps, controlled movement, full range, perfect technique. This is harder, yes, but it's also more rewarding. In my experience, people who hold themselves to higher technical standards progress faster and last longer in calisthenics. Mistake 5. Analysis paralysis. I get questions all the time like, what percentage of my body weight am I pressing in a pike push-up? Or, what's the optimal number of sets for hypertrophy with body weight training? Look, I love science. Evidence-based training is powerful, but if you're overanalyzing, you're wasting time. Paralysis by analysis kills more gains than a bad program ever will. At its core, muscle growth is simple. Challenge your body, fuel it properly, recover well, repeat consistently. That's it. Don't let the flood of optimal content online distract you. Keep it simple and keep it moving. Mistake 6. Ignoring recovery. This one is huge. Growth doesn't happen while you're training. It happens while you're resting. But the no-rest days mentality has convinced people that pushing harder equals better results. That's not true. Without structured rest, your performance nosedives, your motivation crashes, and your injury risk skyrockets. And don't forget, recovery isn't just physical. Your mind needs downtime too. If you're mentally drained, even if your body feels capable, you're not training at full power. I learned this lesson the hard way early in my journey. These days, I program rest as aggressively as I program training, because rest isn't weakness. It's the other half of the growth equation. Mistake 7. Training without purpose. Here's another killer. Random workouts. No tracking, no goals. Just winging it every time you train. If you want to make real progress, you need a plan and you need to track it. Progressive overload only works if you know your baseline. Write it down, log it in an app, put it on a whiteboard, whatever, but track. And be specific about your goals. Get fitter isn't a goal. Add 6 reps to my pull-up max in 4 months. That's a goal. That's how you know if you're improving or just going in circles. Mistake 8. Constantly program hopping. This one's brutal. People chase novelty instead of mastery. They change their workout every week, chasing muscle confusion or the newest influencer's plan. But your body doesn't adapt without consistency. Muscle is built by gradually progressing the same movements over time. I've been following the same framework for over a year, just tweaking difficulty as I get stronger. That's how you get results. Stick with a program long enough to see real adaptation. Mistake 9. Adding weight too early. Coming from the gym world, people assume progress equals adding plates, so they rush to weighted dips or weighted pull-ups before they can even handle their own body. That's a huge mistake. If you can't hit 5 sets of 8 clean pull-ups or dips, adding load will just ingrain bad form and increase injury risk. Instead, master your body weight fully. Use tempo changes, pauses, isometrics, and reduced rest to progress without weight. Trust me, it works. Mistake 10. Neglecting legs and mobility. I get it, the upper body moves look cooler. But if you're skipping legs and mobility, you're building a fragile body. Body weight leg work can be brutal if done right. Pistol squats, Bulgarian split squats, jump squats, tempo squats. They'll humble anyone. And mobility? That's the glue that holds your strength together. Without it, you're a ticking time bomb. Dynamic warm-ups before training, static stretches after. Make it a habit. A complete athlete is strong, mobile, and balanced. Don't just train what looks good on Instagram. Train what makes you resilient. Your turn. So those are the 10 big mistakes that kill progress in bodyweight training. Now it's your turn. Which ones are you guilty of? And more importantly, how did you fix them? Share your experience in the comments. You never know who you might help. If you got value from this, don't just click away. Hit like, drop a comment, or send this to a friend who trains bodyweight. That's how we spread this knowledge and build stronger communities. I'll be back with more breakdowns, strategies, and training advice. So stay connected. Until then, keep it simple, train smart, and chase mastery. That's how you unlock your true potential.